welcome back. It's Tuesday morning. Hope you enjoyed yesterday. Look on our website and look at all the things you can download if you're bored and you've got nothing to do. So first of all, it's game time. So game time today isn't so much of a game, it's more of a challenge. I want you to see if you can build a tower that goes from the ground to the ceiling. Have a look at mine. I'm sure your attempt can be a bit better than mine. I didn't quite get all the way to the ceiling, but if you've got bricks, use bricks. If you've got Lego, use Lego. Find some things from the cupboard. I'm sure you can get yours right up to the ceiling. If you want to send us a picture, then use our website and use the email address there and send us a picture, and maybe we can show a few and see how high they got. Okay, song time now. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's song. We'll have another go, and there's an extra one today for you to try as well.
Now may the love that's in Jesus Christ be with you this Easter, and may the knowledge that He's alive stay with you forever. Now may the love that's in Jesus Christ be with you this Easter, and may the knowledge that He's alive stay with you forever. He is risen, love is here. Hallelujah, death has been defeated by the life of Jesus. Now may the hope that's in Jesus Christ be with you this Easter, and may the knowledge that He's alive stay with you forever. Now may the hope that's in Jesus Christ be with you this Easter, and may the knowledge that He's alive stay with you forever. He is risen, love is here. Hallelujah, death has been defeated by
Okay, memory verse. So remember, if you can learn this and you see me on a Sunday, or you see me coming into school, if you say it to me, you'll get a prize. So see if you can learn this verse.
Memory verse, memory verse, memory verse, challenge! Memory verse, memory verse, memory verse, challenge! Ah yes, a memory verse challenge, woo woo!
For God so loved
So God so loved
the world
the world
that he gave
that he gave
his one and only Son,
his one and only Son,
that whoever
that whoever
believes in him
believes in him
shall not perish,
shall not perish,
but have
but have
eternal life.
eternal life.
John chapter 3,
John chapter 3,
verse 16.
verse 16.
For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. John chapter 3, verse 16. Story time. Listen up, today's story is very important.
It's time for a Bible story.
So today's story begins after Jesus had been arrested. He was brought before the Roman governor Pilate. Jesus was standing before Pilate, the Roman governor. "Are you the king of the Jews?" the governor asked him. Jesus replied, "You have said it." But when the leading priests and the elders made their accusations against him, Jesus remained silent. "Don't you hear all these charges they are bringing against you?" Pilate demanded. But Jesus made no response to any of the charges, much to the governor's surprise. Jesus lived a perfect life. He never thought any bad thoughts. He never told lies or said anything bad. There was no reason for him to be killed. We, however, have done many bad things. Think of your tall tower. Just like the bricks piled on top of each other, the wrong things we've done pile up on top of each other. But Jesus died to take all that wrong from us. When we realize we have done wrong, we must admit our sin to God and ask him to forgive us. Now, it was the governor's custom each year during the Passover celebration to release one prisoner to the crowd, anyone they wanted. This year, there was a notorious prisoner, a man named Barabbas. As the crowds gathered before Pilate's house that morning, he asked them, "Which one do you want me to release to you, Barabbas or Jesus, who is called the Messiah?" He knew very well that the religious leaders had arrested Jesus out of envy. Just then, as Pilate was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent him this message: "Leave that innocent man alone. I suffered through a terrible nightmare about him last night." Meanwhile, the leading priests and the elders persuaded the crowd to ask for Barabbas to be released and for Jesus to be put to death. So the governor asked again, "Which of these two do you want me to release to you?" The crowd shouted back, "Barabbas!" Pilate responded, "Then what should I do with Jesus, who is called the Messiah?" They shouted back, "Crucify him!" "Why?" Pilate demanded. "What crime has he committed?" But the mob roared even louder, "Crucify him!" Pilate saw that he wasn't getting anywhere and that a riot was developing. So he sent for a bowl of water and washed his hands before the crowd, saying, "I am innocent of this man's blood. The responsibility is yours." And all the people yelled back, "We will take responsibility for his death, we and our children." So Pilate released Barabbas to them. He ordered Jesus to be flogged with a lead-tipped whip, then turned him over to the Roman soldiers to be crucified. Jesus was innocent and did not deserve to die. Jesus was willing to suffer for us, even though he had done nothing wrong. How would you feel if you were blamed for something you hadn't done? Some of the governor's soldiers took Jesus into their headquarters and called out the entire regiment. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him. They wove thorn branches into a crown and put it on his head, and they placed a reed stick in his right hand as a scepter. Then they knelt before him in mockery and taunted, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they spat on him and grabbed the stick and struck him on the head with it. When they were finally tired of mocking him, they took off the robe and put his own clothes on him again. Then they led him away to be crucified. What do you think about Jesus? You can thank him for being willing to die on the cross for you. You can follow him. Okay, so come back tomorrow morning and we'll do it all again. Remember, check out our website. There's lots of things on there for you to download. But see you again in the morning.